Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the BTCC support race series on Project Cars 2. This is round 5 from Snetterton, race 2 in the Formula Fords, or Formula Rookies as it says in the game. And let's take you through the grid for this race then. So Gummy Bear takes another pole position here, and then it is Stevie on second, so it is a teammate 1-2. It is Video in third, in the orange car there. It's Keith in fourth, NRP in fifth. Then we've got TY in sixth, Neil Farmack in seventh, and Blakeney in eighth, and Bidzster unfortunately in last place. So let's get on with the race then, guys, as we get ready for a start here at Snetterton. Revs rising, and we're off. Gummy Bear gets a good start. Stevie bogs down a little bit there. NRP gets a flyer. NRP's really good at his starts, looking for a way past Stevie and can't get through before the first corner. Into Rich as we go. Everyone just about nice and cleanly through there. Video holding out wide and off onto the grass. Very dangerous in these cars to do that. As there's TY in fifth on the inside in the yellow car. Breaking into the Montreal hairpin, and Video with NRP up the inside. A few cars side by side in the middle, and Video maintains the position ahead of NRP. We've got a few cars close together further back. We've got Keith, Bidzster, Neil. All together, Bidzster on the inside of Neil Farmack, who runs out wide, and there was no contact there, and Neil Farmack runs himself off wide, and he's rejoining there in the background. So meanwhile, we've got Gummy Bear and Stevie in the lead, NRP being attacked by TY now, and Bidzster and Blake alongside each other into the hairpin as well, and Bidzster just holding off in front of Blakeney as they come out of the Agostini hairpin down towards Hamilton. And in towards Hamilton we go. Bidzster still defending, bit of dust ahead. Got a few cars very close together ahead. We've got Gummy Bear with Video, NRP and TY behind, all trying to attack for position here as the camera goes funny there. There we go, through Williams. Out of Williams we go, onto the straight. And Video with two cars right behind him. NRP a sandwich between an orange and yellow bit of bread down towards the Brundle chicane. Into the chicane. We've got a few cars side by side. We've got our Video hits NRP and goes over the curb, and Hetzig and the old Constantina together. Gummy Bear's off backwards, Video's on the grass, so is NRP. Everyone else going through. Oh, it all happened again as it did in race 1 with the Ginetta Juniors. It's happened again in the Formula Fords, and it all got a bit messy there. But Gummy Bear's gone right down to the back of the grid. Not good for Gummy Bear as you go back to the group ahead. We've got Bidzster up to third place. Bidzster's done it again. He's gone from 7th or 8th place down up to about 3rd. So incredible. Then we've got 3 wide further back. Video, Blake and NRP. 3 wide down the straight. We'll get a replay on that incident in a minute, but this is too good to be true. We've got all these cars side by side, wheel to wheel. It's a centre and Mansell, but 3 wide. Oh, incredible. As NRP backs out of it, Video takes the position, and Blakeney goes through, but then Video goes off the track. Video goes off the track, I think, and Neil goes off the track as well and gains a load of places there. So on Video, still mowing the lawn. Look at him. He's coming back on the track. There he is. He's off, and he's gone backwards now. What incredible stuff. I didn't know a Formula Ford could rally cross, but obviously Neil Farmack can make a car do anything. But incredible scenes there, and we'll just get a replay on those incidents for you now. Okay, here's a look at the curb pop incident then at the end of the straight. So looking on board with TY. Video in the orange car goes wide, and then NRP follows him. Little bit of contact. Gummy Bear goes off anyway. Then as they all rejoin here, look, the old Constantina together. They're all trying to make up their mind who's going to go first. And then look who it is on the inside. Bidzster, the opportunist, takes position from it all. So Bidzster then goes through, and then TY goes back alongside him and takes the position back. Okay, here's a look now from on board with Bidzster to see what happened from his point of view on that incident. So you see all the cars go off there. We've got cars going over the curb and all sorts. Gummy Bear spins round. Then NRP and Video just trying to get back on the track together and just interlock wheels. And Bidzster, the opportunist, straight up the inside of TY and takes position, but then runs wide himself. TY gets a good run back and then goes straight back through on the inside and takes position back. Here's a replay on board with Neil then for the first corner incident. Look at how close they all are in front. Incredible there. And into Rich as we go. Video and Blake both run wide from going on the inside. Keith loses it, and then Neil goes straight through the middle of it all, keeps his foot in. Absolute rocks of steel. And then into the corner we go. We have to sort of slow up trying to get into the corner. Keith and Blake on the curb there. Video's off in the background. What a set of corners. As we come back from all that action there, it is Stevie in the lead of the race, Bidzster in second, TY third. Then we've got NRP fourth, Neil. Then we've got in fifth. Then we've got Keith, his teammate, the good old boys running fifth and sixth. And Blakeney, the sole Destruction Derby car, in seventh. That was his teammate, Footman. Sorry, I keep calling him Footman. George isn't here this week, so unfortunately for him, it's only one car. And Video in eighth. Bidzster's teammate down in eighth place. After all that drama back on the first lap, incredible drama, and we've now got a little bit more of a spread field, but that doesn't mean it's not going to close up as it is here. This Video goes wide there in the background. Gummy Bear's going to close up on closing speed here. Let's have a little on board with Gummy Bear as you go down on the T-cam. Let's have a little look at Gummy Bear attacking Video down into the chicane. Video was quite deep into the corner, and they all turn in, and oh! Gummy Bear hits the back of Video and hits him round, so misjudges that completely, but he does let Video continue in front. There he is, Video recovering there, so contact between the two. Definitely Gummy Bear's fault there for outbraking himself, but accidents happen and he's let Video go through, so no harm, no foul. So NRP goes through there in fifth. He's trying to catch Neil up. We were using a bit of the sausage curb there. Brave stuff from the leader. Meanwhile, Bidzster has caught right up to Stevie, so Bidzster with a 203. Everyone else in the 206s, 207s around him at the front. So Bidzster on the move here, really trying to catch Stevie up here. Stevie defends the inside. Bidzster gets a good run out of Riches down towards Montreal, and into the hairpin we go. Stevie maintains the lead. Oh, and Bidzster using a bit of the curve on the inside. Clearly has the confidence to take that line. Bit of a unconventional line to take with these cars, but still. Good effort as Bidzster sliding the car around, so really comfortable in this car. Down towards Agostini we go. We go for a move here. I don't think he's close enough yet. To the inside we go. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, just the throat getting a bit dry. Out of the corner we go, down towards Williams. Doesn't look like he's going to find a way through yet. Neil Farmack and NRP still in the same position. Then we've got Gummy Bear and Video past Keith. Keith's made an error. He's gone right to the back of the field. We'll get a replay on that for you now. Okay, here's a replay of how Keith ended up at the back end, so he's side by side with Blakeney going into the bomb hole, and then through we go, and then Keith grabs the grass on the outside, and hop, bang, hop over the little nasty bump there that we saw quite a few seasons ago. If you remember back to the British Touring Car Championship that we did, there was an instant there as well, and then Keith has to go on the inside to rejoin because it's too dangerous otherwise, but then because he's lost all that speed, and even into the braking zone he's slow, then he has to go onto the straight, and he moves alongside. Apparently he has to let Video go through because the game gives him a penalty, and that's what lost him all his momentum, and then he goes backwards from there, so unlucky for Keith. As we come back from that replay then, Bidzster's right behind Stevie. You can't see it, there he is, right behind Stevie onto the straight, gets a really good run out the corner as well. What a run that Bidzster got there through the corner. He's in the draft of Stevie, right behind him. Doesn't look like you can get much draft from these cars, but when you're right in the centre line, you can get a good draft, and he pulls alongside him. Got to try and get ahead into the corner if he's going to try and do it, side by side into Brundle. And Bidzster keeps on the inside, but no, Stevie goes ahead, so Bidzster has to give up the place to Stevie there. Can't quite challenge it there in these cars. It's too dangerous to go side by side into there with these cars, especially with the width of the open wheel as well. The last thing you want is interlocking wheels, and then one car will end up flying, and one car will end up flying in the other direction, so we don't want that. But Bidzster's still applying the pressure to Stevie, to try and get a better result than he did in race 1 in the Ginetta Juniors, which did not go Bidzster's way. Stevie gets a little hit on the grass there, though, loses traction at the corner, and Bidzster comes flying past on the outside. Well, it just shows you in these cars, one mistake and you are done for. And Bidzster goes ahead into the lead of the race, then into Riches, into the lead, drifting round turn 1. Goes Bidzster, and Stevie goes back into the hands of TY, who's looking like he's going to attack. Bidzster goes on the grass there. There goes Stevie, kind of coughing from the dust as Stevie defends into the corner from TY. Stevie's got the job now of trying to keep with Bidzster and keep TY off his back. TY only a wild card this season because he's only going to be able to make a couple of races due to work commitments as Bidzster slides the car around there. Stevie runs very wide, and TY looks like he's going to get a good run here. Stevie defends into Agostini. Not having a go at Bidzster, he's just defending from TY. Into Agostini we go. Stevie runs a bit deep into the corner, probably on purpose, just to make sure TY can't get a cut back, but he hits the dirt there, but TY still can't find a way through. past Stevie. Stevie making that former forward as wide as he can into Hamilton. And then round Hamilton we go and into Oggies. Nicely through there. And both cars get a good run out that corner here. Bidzster pulling away slightly because they've just been battling a little bit. So Bidzster a little bit of free air there. TY looks to get a run on Stevie. Down the straight. While they're on the straight, quick look back to Blakeney and Gummy Bears in 7th. Video's back in 8th place, so probably a mistake there from Video. But meanwhile, back to Stevie and TY, very close together down the straight. Will TY go for it? No, not going to chance it through here. Sensible like Bidzster was last time round. Not going to try and go through there, but he'll try and get a good run out of the corner if he can. But I think he went too wide there to get a good run out of the corner, which is not good news for him. And through the bomb hole and down through Coram, Stevie pulls out a little bit more of a gap. And you look back at Blakeney, who's been caught by Gummy Bear. So Gummy Bear back on the move here, but those sausage curbs will not do him any favours. And he loses a couple of tenths there, or maybe even a half a second or so to Blake there. So don't want to be doing that. As there's been a switch up ahead. Stevie's gone off the track at Murray's, and TY goes through into 2nd place. So was the contact there? We don't know, but we'll get a replay and find out. Okay, here's the replay. What happened to Stevie on the end of lap 4? So coming around Coram, and then the braking point into Murray's. We just go into the corner just too quick, loses speed on the exit, and then goes on the grass, and TY takes an easy 2nd place. So as we come back from that, Blakeney goes off at the same corner as Stevie went off there. Blakeney goes off the track, and Gummy Bear is going to get a killer run here. He's making up a 10th every sort of couple of seconds here on Blakeney, on the straight, drafting, but down towards the first corner, Blake defends the inside, makes his intentions clear. Moves early, and Blakeney defends position into the corner and should hold on to the position, but Gummy Bear gets a good run out, but not close enough to mount an attack just yet. So into Montreal, Blakeney just defends slightly, just to make sure the car's not going to go through on the inside, and resumes up. Gummy Bear gets a good run out the corner, very good run out the hairpin, and he's alongside him into the next left-hander, alongside each other into the corner, and there's wheel to wheel. Oh, they're almost interlocking wheels there. Oh, both of them squeezing each other. Exquisite race in this, as they're both still side by side down towards Agostini. What a race. And into the corner we go. Blakeney goes, well, if Blakeney goes that wide, he might as well just open the door and, you know, say after you, sir. But Blakeney then goes off the track on the power, starts doing some rallycross, and he's going to try and get back on the circuit. He's still on the grass, and there he goes, just before Hamilton rejoins the track. But again, proving that the Formula Ford is a worthy rallycross car, but loses a place, and Gummy Bear goes up into 6th position. Meanwhile, there's Bidzster's lead over TY, just pulling out a couple of seconds over TY there, who goes a little bit wide in the background but gets away with it. So Bidzster on the move here. Further back, Video closing in on Blakeney. There he is, Video, Bidzster's teammate, new teammate, because Will unfortunately is not going to make the rest of the season. And also remember, NRP filling in for Johnny McMullen, who is now no longer in this championship. As Gummy Bear goes off the road there, and it really does go off the road. Puts the power on the exit and spins right round, and he's recovering now, but he'll be kicking himself. He'll be absolutely kicking himself for that, and he's right back down to 8th place. And meanwhile, Keith at the back, bless him, not having the best of racing in this one. So better luck next time, Keith, in the one after. But Video still trying to close up on Blake there, but doing those kind of lines out the corners not going to help you straight line speed. But a little bit messy there, but hopefully close up. But yes, NRP there, he's filling in for Johnny McMullen because he's in the blue and white car that Johnny McMullen's been in all season. But Mr. McMullen is no longer with us due to very aggressive driving, and he wasn't willing to learn and adapt his driving style to race cleanly with us. So he was being overly aggressive, and he wasn't being too nice on the chats in between races as well. So we don't need people like that in the group. We want fair, clean people who are quite well mannered, who want to race cleanly with everyone. So that's why we got rid of Mr. McMullen, and NRP has benefited from that because he's no longer independent and he is in with a team, and he's scoring the points for him and Bradders, because unfortunately Bradders can't make this round, but he should be able to make all the rest of the rounds in the season. So NRP bringing in the points for P1 Motorsport. Blakeney goes through there with Video right up on his tail. So Video right up on his tail. Video closing in into Oggy's. A little bit of a twitch in there from Video, and a big twitch from Blakeney on the way out as well. Blakeney gets a big twitch on the way out. Video goes wide to try and carry the speed around the outside and get a good run onto the straight, but a little bit of curb did not help him there. But drafting down the straight was not really drafting in. Blakeney's still on the outside out. If I were Video now, I'd pull in right behind Blakeney and get a good draft and then pull out, but still, Video just wanting to try and keep the car on the outside. Brakes early, lets Blakeney go first into the corner, and sometimes bowing to your opponent and doing the old after you sometimes works. So Stevie's back down to 4th now. Neil Farmack is up into 3rd place. So I don't know if that just happened or it happened a lap or two ago, but we were focusing on other things. But Stevie goes down to 4th then with a mistake. So not good for Blake there. So for Stevie, sorry, as Blake. So I was just saying Blake, so I was going back to Blake next. But Blake there with Video behind him. And Video gets a good run out of the corner, actually. Very good run. This could be the move. Right behind him in the draft. I don't think he's closed at the rate of knots he needs to. As Blakeney can just move the car. Oh, Video goes to the inside and goes back, just trying to put some pressure on. He's on the inside. No, he's not. Just trying to move the car, put some pressure on, make the car visible in the mirror of Blakeney and trying to keep that pressure on. Down towards Montreal hairpin. Last lap of this race then. And into the corner. Just looking at lap times as well. TY's finally matched Bidzster on pace, but it's a bit too late in this race for that now, as Video looks to get past Blake on the inside. He's well on the inside now. Blakeney gives him space, which is one thing that Johnny McMullen never got to learn, is that you're supposed to give your opponent racing room, which everyone else in this group can do, but Mr. McMullen could not do that, and that's why NRP is in his place, because NRP is doing twice the job that Mr. McMullen could do. As we go out of the corner there, Blakeney still ahead of Video. Bidzster then in the lead of the race, 3 seconds ahead of TY, down towards the S's for the last time, having a nice little drift into the corner, just enjoying himself in these cars. TY second, Neil 3rd, Stevie in 4th for now, NRP on his own in 5th, and Blakeney and Video still going at it, hammer and tongs. As we go through Williams, Blakeney still ahead of Video, but this is going to be a close finish between these two. And we've got Keith ahead of Gummy Bear as well. Gummy Bear loses it in the background. Gummy Bear sealed his fate, he's lost control of the car, and off he goes. Unlucky for him. As Bidzster then comes out of the last corner, he's going to take victory in this race. Good win for Bidzster here, showing his pace. Bidzster wins at Snetterton. Well done to Bidzster. Well earned as well. TY in 2nd place there. So unlucky for TY, but good race for him anyway. Neil Farmack will be happy to take 3rd position here at Snetterton. So 3rd place for Neil Farmack in the good old boys green car there. Stevie is next in the push and pass racing car in 4th place. Well done to Stevie. NRP a fantastic 5th in the ex-McMullen car. Well done to NRP there. And Blake and Video towards the line. Blakeney's held off Video on this last lap to take a well-deserved 6th place for Blakeney. Well done to him. And 7th for Video. Not bad showing in these cars either. And then Keith, unlucky for Keith, we've been at the back most of the race, but just shows you if you don't give up, you gain a place and you gain a point. Keith gets 8th place, and well done to Keith for surviving that race with that car, because we all know he didn't really enjoy that race. And Gummy Bear finishes in 9th. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's results from that one then. So Bidzster takes victory in that race. Well done to Bidzster. 2nd place is TY, and then in 3rd it is Neil Farmack. Stevie gets 4th, 5th for NRP, 6th is Blakeney, 7th is Video, Keith is in 8th, and Gummy Bear finishes this time but in 9th place. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner, the orange car there, there, just there for you. Orange car, Bidzster is the winner. Well done to Bidzster, and we'll see you guys next time for race 3 in the Clios. Take care guys.